Hey, good evening, Facebook family. And hopefully everybody's having a real beautiful, prosperous weekend. As I promised, and I told everybody that a little earlier today, that I was going to go ahead and give you some information, something that the city of Pontiac absolutely need to go ahead and know, because we have a real important day coming up that's going to be starting on Wednesday. And so I think everybody saw, well, quite a few of you saw the picture that I posted up with us having actually collected $8,700 worth of gift cards. $8,700 worth of gift cards that we got, that we're going to go ahead and have available for the kids of Pontiac. Actually the kids that attend Pontiac School District, as well as some of the teachers and educators too, because I think a lot of people don't understand how much the teachers and educators sacrifice, just to go ahead and be able to go ahead and stay on staff in Pontiac. A lot of our teachers are working 2 and 3 jobs because of a lot of the cutbacks. But we've been able to go ahead and really this year do some things to go ahead and be extremely helpful, to help kind of take some of that financial hardship off of some of them. So I'm really grateful and proud that we're able to go ahead and do that. But let me go ahead and make sure I bring you up to everything that we have taking place. On Wednesday, it's something called the State of Michigan Count Day for the educational system, which means this. That is the day that we have to have, if you have kids that are going to school, you have to have kids they have to actually be in those buildings on that day. But Pontiac, for the most part, we've gone all virtual because of the COVID-19 dynamic, which means this. We need to make sure if there is ever a day that you have your kids in class, in class means now is they need to be logged in on their computers. It needs to be this Wednesday. But this is how the state of Michigan is going to be handling everything. If you have a kid who's an elementary school kid, what they're going to do is they're going to be checking to see if that kid is logged in on October 7th. They're going to check and make sure that kid is logged in first thing in the morning. Then they're going to go ahead and randomly come back into the system and check and see if that kid is logged in in the afternoon. For elementary school kids, that will be K through 5. And then from junior high school up, we're talking about 6th grade. From 6th grade all the way up until the point of graduation, which is 12th grade. They're going to go ahead and have your kid. They're going to check and see if your kid, if he logs in first thing in the morning. Because with those classes, with those schools, you have 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th hour. They're going to go ahead and make sure that your kid is actually logged in from 1st hour on. Then they're going to go ahead and come back in and check in the afternoon and go ahead and see if your kid had logged into every last one of those classes. That's first hour all the way through 6 hours. So parents, I need you to go ahead. If there's ever been a time that you make sure that you have your kids locked in, I need to go ahead. We need to make sure that they're going to be locked in on October the 7th, because what's going to happen is this. If you have a kid that's not counted on both sides, if you have a kid that doesn't go ahead and log in at all, then that means that's money that we're not going to go ahead and give for that kid. Which means that the educational system here in Pontiac, we have to educate every kid that comes into a classroom. But if we don't have the money to give them all the adequate tools that they need to go and be successful, then it's going to make it extremely difficult. That's on us parents to go ahead and make sure that we take care of what we have to take care of and have our kids locked in. Because what's going to happen is, if you have a kid that logs in the beginning of the day and at the end of the day, then automatically that you're going to get 100% of the funding for that kid. If your kid logs in the morning but doesn't log in the evening, then that means you're going to lose 25% of that funding, which means 75% of the money is going to go ahead and come, when we know darn well that we need every penny that counts. And I'm going to tell you, we were a little bit disappointed with the census because the numbers were extremely low. And, I don't know what's going on with us as a community for us not to go ahead and fill out those Census Bureau forms, questionnaires. But because of that, we've really put ourselves in a bad spot financially. But here's a chance for us to go ahead and make it up. We need to go ahead and make sure that you are going to go ahead and have your kids logged in. And I don't care what it is. I don't care what there is no excuse for that. Have your kids logged in, parents, because what's going to take place is these incentives, these are all attendance incentives that we're going to go and have in place, which means they're going to have numerous contests taking place at every school in Pontiac. Every school, public school in Pontiac, which is Harrington Elementary, Rogers. We can talk about Alcott, Owens, as well as I'm missing one. I'll come back to the elementary school. Oh, We have ITA that we're going to go ahead and have. We're going to have Pontiac High School and Pontiac Middle School and ILA as well. And also to Kennedy, you know, for our special needs school over there to go and make sure everyone's going to get touched. And it's a lot of gift cards that you can see. It's a lot of great incentives. Unfortunately, we've come to a day and time where we got to go ahead. It's often like we feel like we got to bribe people to go ahead and do what they should be doing, to go ahead and receive their education. But okay, that's what we need to do. That's what we're going to go ahead and do on this day. So listen. $8,700 worth of gift cards we're going to be giving away. So I need you to help me spread this word. I need you to share this video 50 million times. We need to make sure that we have every kid logged in so we can have those heads counted. We got to go ahead and make sure we do that. We can't afford to go and lose another penny. I mean, like I said, our teachers right now, I mean, we got teachers literally working 2 and 3 jobs just to go and make ends meet. We got to go ahead and make sure we put them in the best situation possible because we need high-quality educators to make sure we're giving out a high-quality educational educational process to our children. So that being said, I need you to help me spread this word. And not only for just Pontiac Public School, everybody needs to be in on count day. I'm talking about every charter school, every private school. Make sure you have your kid at school on October the 7th to make sure that they're counted. I can care less about that. Right now, I'm all about community. And community is not only the city, just public school. It's charter school as well as also private schools. We got to go ahead and make sure that we get these kids in to be counted. So listen, if you have a problem with logging in, I need you to make sure you start contacting the school between Monday and Tuesday to make sure we have no problems, no excuses at all for those kids not having everything they need to have in place to make sure that their heads are going to be counted. Like I said, we are giving out $8,600 worth of gift card giveaways. I'm talking about we got everything from Myers gift cards, Target, McDonald's, Taco Bell, Happy's Pizza, Little Caesars Pizza, TJ Maxx, Amazon, Five Below. I know a lot of y'all love Five Below. I kind of like Five Below too. So, but I mean, all these different particular gift cards that we have in place, just specifically to go and give kids an opportunity to go ahead and get them something nice for themselves. You know, while they're also doing the things that they should be doing anyway, which is locking in on their education. But parents, we need you to go ahead and do that because I'm gonna tell you right now, I've been highly disappointed. I've been riding through some of these neighborhoods during instructional time, and I'm riding by playgrounds, and playgrounds are absolutely packed with kids outside playing when they're supposed to be instructional time. You're supposed to be on. Those kids are supposed to be on the computer, getting the lesson plans from elementary school all the way up to the point of graduation high school. So we need to go ahead and get that reconfigured, change the whole thought process, and let's go ahead and get locked in. I don't care about what happened in the past. Right now, I'm not even trying to go ahead and point fingers at anybody because some of y'all know you've been raggedy out here. Some of you know the way you're carrying on is raggedy, but there's no need to go ahead and go any deeper into it than that. Now, all that, let's push that aside. We need you to every last one of you to be responsible. So, like I said, Wednesday, October the 7th is state count day in the state of Michigan. So that means we need all of your kids logged into the computer. Not a part of the day, not a fourth of the day, not 3/4 of the day. All day long. Log in as soon as class starts, as soon as school starts, log them in. Make sure they stay in front of those computers all throughout the day. Like I said, if there's ever a day we don't want to make sure that we don't want to miss, it's going to be on Wednesday, October 7th. So with all that being said, listen, let's go ahead and make this a community effort. This is not a solo project. This is a team project. We need to go ahead and make sure we get the team concept, and let's make sure that we go ahead and lock in, and let's go ahead and get this money from the state of Michigan. It's us against the state of Michigan right now to get that money. So let's do everything that we need to go ahead and do. That being said, listen, I'm really glad, and I want to thank so many organizations that came together to give us this $8,700 too. I mean, quite a few. Kirk in the Hills Church. You had First Presbyterian. Yeah, I mean, it's a multitude of organizations. Of course, the Sin Foundation. You know, I got to shoot a shout out to our people because, you know, I got a board that works extremely hard. But a lot of people came together for this, so let's go ahead and take advantage of this blessing. That being said, everybody, I appreciate you sitting over here and listening to me on a Saturday afternoon. Everybody, I want you to have a prosperous rest of your weekend, and let's get geared up for October 7th. Take care. Bye-bye.